This is Spring Ridge Commons. It's been around for 10 or 15 years as a community garden here in Fernwood. The site basically started on ground that looks like this, which is very, very hard ground. The soil doesn't really retain moisture at all, and it's very difficult for plants to get their roots in here. So basically now it's built up into this, and what we call this is a permaculture or a food forest. Essentially the biggest difficulty with this site has been the ground. So what the people working on the site have been doing for the last 10 or 15 years is building up a humus and soil layer using different methods, mostly mulch that has eventually died down and gone into the soil as humus and become soil. So we had what had started out, from what I've been told, is as a herb garden, and it was largely herbs all around here. And what has become now has been more trees. I mean, there's still the herbs and the flowers and whatnot, but the beauty of the trees is that the trees really make a head start on creating better soil, and they also provide shade for smaller plants all around them. So basically, us having trees here is now a very good framework for future work. The difficulty with the soil in terms of providing food large scale for the people around here is that you simply can't grow a lot of stuff in the soil, and we'll have to wait until the site kind of develops more and there's more soil in the ground before it really starts flourishing. This is basically an artichoke family, not medicinal, but it's a food. So you see a little choke there going on. Go from here, got poppies and tops, blue bottoms, I'm not sure what that's called. These are pollinator flowers. So this is our herb spiral that we have to dig out. Basically it's a terraced herb garden. Basically it goes around in a circle and soil's put through it, and it maximizes the use of the soil and allows the drainage to be from the top to go down to the bottom once. And it's just a more effective means of using soil and space within your garden. It's fennel that apparently was brought here in the 60s, and it's just grown throughout Fernwood. And so this stuff, it's quite aniseedy smelling, and it's all over the place. Like, you'll literally see it throughout the tour. And keep going through here. Our berries, these are all gummy berries. Very interesting plant. This one's quite interesting. It's called a milkweed. Apparently you can cut off that and there's seeds within that, and it is actually one of the few things in nature that rebuilds your liver. So. I forget what this is called. It's kind of like celery. You can eat the stalk. And it tastes a lot like a herby celery, essentially. This up here is a black mulberry, which is a kind of berry. Fig trees. This is basically figs about 2 months off from being ripe. Probably longer. But we've got fig trees all over the site. The trees have been as I said before, the main thing they wanted to build up in order to get this garden off its feet. We've got a willow grove here. The willows are used by local artisans to make baskets. This is our native flower garden. There's not much there right now, except in the centerpiece where you can see wild roses and other native flowers. We've got a small little hovel in there for living. Essentially, everything that comes off the site goes into here. One of the problems we've been having is that there's a lot of rats, and there's city ordinances whereby you can't dump kind of like food. And so what we want to do is build something which is completely rat-proof. At the moment this isn't, so we can only throw in kind of like solid organic stuff, but no fruit or veg or anything like that. So this is still working away right here, but I'll show you some finished product. Some of the finished compost. It's really good stuff. Lots of soil, lots of humus, not too much clay or sand. we can only generate so much compost, and on a site like this with, you know, constant planting going on, we can always use more compost. So partnerships with anyone who's got compost. We've already got some kind of partnership worked out with Compost Education Center up on Chambers. But you know, anyone that had compost, especially worm compost, to give us would be a pretty treat. You know, you've got things like you're not allowed to have standing open water because of the kids, and that's fair enough. But at the same time, it makes it difficult to develop a wet garden. Wet gardens are really good for a lot of things. For instance, filtering oxygen. Bogs are just known for being great at that. Also, vis-a-vis the rats, as I was talking about before, it's a pain because, I mean, you're in a food garden, and inevitably some food's going to end up going to waste that could go into a compost heap, and so that's a problem. You know, there's stuff I could pick up right now that I put into a salad or wherever the case may be. I think it's also kind of a point of pride for Fernwood. People at Fernwood are really quite proud to have not just a garden and a functioning food garden within their community, but a permaculture garden, which is just better. It's a better use of land, more food, smaller area.